Hello and welcome back to CanPetEat.com, where we help you determine which foods your pet can and cannot eat. In this video, we are going to answer the question, can dogs eat Pop-Tarts? In this video, we will explain exactly what Pop-Tarts are, why dogs can or cannot eat them, and more. We'll also share with you a few foods that are similar that they should absolutely stay away from. So, be sure to watch this entire video to learn if your dog can eat Pop-Tarts. Be sure to like, subscribe, and pour the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. Also, click the first link in the description for a free guide to train your dog. Question of the day, what has your dog gotten into that scared the daylights out of you? Comment below and your comment may be pinned and featured in a future video. When your plate is complete, and you're craving to eat some delectable munchkins or taste your favorite Starbucks frappe, Pop-Tarts saves your day. Packed only in a plastic wrapper, Pop-Tarts is a quick and easy to cook breakfast that you can bring anywhere. The fillings inside Pop-Tarts are incredibly unexplainable. As a result, you can taste a heavenly appetite you didn't expect to replace your morning cravings. However, as you take a bite, your guilt sentences you to whether or not to feed this food to your dog. As your conscience judges, can you offer Pop-Tarts to your dogs? Can you safely offer Pop-Tarts to your dogs? Well, you didn't come across it by accident. This article gives you a chance to answer this question by understanding more about Pop-Tarts, checking its suitability for your dog's diet, and finding ways to prepare it safely for your dog. What is Pop-Tarts? Pop-Tarts are a breakfast food made by Kellogg's. It is a toaster pastry with many flavors, such as strawberry and brown sugar cinnamon. Pop-Tarts come in different packaging depending on the flavor it comes from. For instance, strawberry-flavored Pop-Tarts come in boxes that contain 4 pastries, while the brown sugar cinnamon-flavored Pop-Tarts come in a plastic wrapper that contains 1 pastry. Pop-Tarts ingredients vary from flavor to flavor. For instance, brown sugar cinnamon-flavored Pop-Tarts consist of enriched wheat flour, malted barley flour, whole grain oats, brown and white sugars. On the other hand, strawberry-flavored Pop-Tarts consist of enriched wheat flour, malted barley flour, sugar, and cornstarch. On average, there are about 53 grams of carbohydrates and 250 calories per pastry. In addition, one Pop-Tart contains 15% of a person's daily value for fat and 25% of a person's recommended intake for sugar. Food family of Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts belong to the food family of toaster pastry, a particular food group that consists of brioche, croissants, and donuts. Toaster pastry is a larger family group under baked confectionery, which involves making bread and baked goods. Most of the products under this food group are thin rectangles or rolled thin sheets of dough cooked at high temperatures in an oven. More often, one side has a coating of icing and a filling, then cooked again in the oven to create a crispy outside and moist inside. Additionally, people who eat Pop-Tarts can get significant vitamins and minerals depending on the flavor they choose to eat. For instance, brown sugar cinnamon-flavored Pop-Tart contains vitamin A, calcium, iron, and vitamin D, while strawberry-flavored Pop-Tart contains zinc, magnesium, selenium, and vitamin B. Can dogs get the same amount of nutrients as well? Can dogs eat Pop-Tarts? Can dogs eat Pop-Tarts? There's no harm when your dogs eat Pop-Tarts, and so our answer affirms. Yes, dogs can eat Pop-Tarts. Similar to humans, dogs can also get a significant amount of nutrients from one Pop-Tart. For example, dogs can digest carbohydrates and sugar that are in the pastry. Additionally, this food provides dogs with calcium and iron that they need for their daily intake. However, there are some risks when feeding your dogs Pop-Tarts. For instance, dogs can also experience health problems if they overeat. Overconsumption may lead to obesity or carbohydrate overload in the body, which will cause an upset stomach. Because of this, we formulated the best ways to feed your dog with Pop-Tarts. Best ways to feed your dogs with Pop-Tarts. Pair with the main dish. Of course, it is best to pair Pop-Tarts with some form of protein. A great combination would be a slice of cheese, as it will help your dogs digest the carbohydrates from the pastry, and they can enjoy an exciting snack time activity with you. Also, cheese provides extra calcium and protein that will help your dogs develop strong teeth. It can be used as a training treat. You can use Pop-Tarts to train your dog, similar to how you would use some form of biscuit or cookie, such as using liver treats for obedience lessons. However, It is best not to overdo the training and only use Pop-Tarts to reward your dog's accomplishment. Mixed with kibble. One of the most common ways to feed dogs is by mixing their regular food, such as vegetables or meat, with some form of biscuit or treat. Pop-Tarts can be mixed in with your pet's daily intake. Make sure that the Pop-Tart is not more than 20% of your dog's diet. Reasons why dogs can eat Pop-Tarts. Not only Pop-Tarts deliver sweetened delights, but it also extends health benefits your dog may acquire. If you have no idea, here are the following. Pop-Tarts have a substantial protein source. Pop-Tarts is an excellent source of calcium and iron for your pet's daily intake. This can help strengthen their bones and teeth and promote healthy muscle activity in the body. Having strong muscles will prevent them from developing arthritis or other joint problems when they get older. Pop-Tarts have vitamin B. Vitamin B can help your pet's brain function properly, and they will be more active throughout the day. It also helps them maintain their average blood sugar level so that you won't need to worry about diabetes or insulin resistance problems in the long run. Pop-Tarts have vitamin D. Pop-Tarts are also rich in vitamin D that can help your dog develop strong bones. This vitamin will prevent them from developing osteoporosis when they get older, one of the most common problems for aging dogs. Possible concerns when eating Pop-Tarts. The sweetness of Pop-Tarts may turn into a bittersweet ending. Perhaps, when your dog's health doesn't suit this food in the long run, the following may occur. Diabetes. The increased sugar intake may form increased blood sugar levels, which is also known as diabetes. This will cause your dog to lose their appetite and become lethargic. They may even experience blindness or other health problems, including kidney disease in the long run. Obesity. Just like humans, dogs who are obese can still get arthritis when they get older. This occurs because of increased strain on the joints from extra weight. In addition, dogs who are obese may also develop other health problems such as heart disease or diabetes in the long run. Gastrointestinal problems. When your dog consumes vast amounts of Pop-Tarts, it can experience gastrointestinal issues as a result. In particular, this may lead to nausea and vomiting. It is also possible for them to develop diarrhea or bloating with excessive flatulence in the stomach. Signs your dog is sick from eating Pop-Tarts. No amount of pain your dog may suffer from possible health concerns. So if the following signs of sickness appear, you have to bring your dog to the vet. Excessive thirst. If you notice that your dog is drinking too much water, chances are they're dehydrated. This happens because Pop-Tarts often contain high amounts of sugar, and it will turn into the urine in your pet's body. This may lead to dehydration when their kidneys don't function properly. Excessive vomiting or diarrhea. Just like excessive thirst, your dog may also suffer from other symptoms such as vomiting or diarrhea. If you notice that their stool is loose and has a strange appearance, for example, black color, then it's likely because of Pop-Tarts. Excessive fatigue. If they suddenly become exhausted when not doing anything too physical, this means there is a problem with their blood sugar level. Pop-Tarts will only increase the amount of insulin in your dog's body, which may lead to low levels of sugar and fatigue as a result. Decreased appetite. If your dog doesn't want to eat for more than 24 hours, then you have to take your dog to the vet immediately. This is one of the most acute symptoms you should never ignore. It may be because they are sick or even in pain, so bringing them to a professional will help diagnose any underlying problems with their health. What to do if your dog is sick from eating Pop-Tarts? Don't panic and be calm. Our worries and anxieties may attack us, but bringing your dog immediately to the vet is necessary. In particular, if your dog has been diagnosed with diabetes from eating Pop-Tarts, you will need to take care of them and bring medication that can regulate their blood sugar levels for the rest of their life. Additionally, your vet may alter their diet plan, which is why you should be prepared to take care of them and do everything they need. One possible solution would be changing their diet into a more healthy option. This can include low-fat food that doesn't contain high levels of sugar. Lastly, it's best to get some advice from the vet before deciding on any changes to your dog's diet. Avoid similar foods from this family. Candy, cookies, and cake. Avoid candy, cookies, and cake because these snacks also contain ingredients that may harm your dog's health. If you notice any of the following symptoms, for example, vomiting, diarrhea, it means that your dog is suffering from gastrointestinal problems because of these snacks. Chocolate and grapes, grape pits. Don't give chocolate to dogs. incredibly dark or baking chocolate, this can be fatal for your pet's health. Grapes, grape pulp, contain a chemical compound called cyanide, which is extremely dangerous for your dog's health. Donuts and ice cream. Lastly, avoid feeding them with donuts or any other sugary desserts because these foods also contain high amounts of sugar that can be harmful to their body. Similarly, ice cream may cause some gastrointestinal issues as well if they overeat it. How to make Pop-Tarts safe to eat. At last, we're at the last part of our article. And thankfully, you are still here, making the most of the time learning the bits of information for your dog's health. Before you leave, we ensure that your learnings are complete and intact. So, here are safe ways to make Pop-Tarts safe for feeding. Feed in moderation. Pop-Tarts may cause health issues, but it's safe to feed them in small portions. However, you should still be careful not to give too much because this food is high in sugar and carbs, leading to diabetes or other health problems if consumed excessively. Avoid feeding fillings with chocolate. Most Pop-Tarts are filled with chocolate, so if your dog eats the filling, only then may they be in trouble. If you notice that their stool is black or has a strange color, then it means that they have diarrhea because of these fillings. Offer lots of drinks after eating. To gush your dog's stomach, it's best to offer your pet a lot of water or other drinks right after they eat Pop-Tarts. This can help them digest the food much easier because you give their body more fluids to work with afterward. Make sure Pop-Tarts are not moldy before feeding. Last but not least, don't forget that Pop-Tarts are not suitable for dogs if they're already moldy. Certain molds can be toxic to your dog's health, so always check the food before you feed it to them. Hopefully, we've helped you decide if the food was safe to eat. If we did, be sure to check out a free guide to turn your good doggy into a great doggo. Also, comment below if you'd like us to help you determine if your pet can eat other types of foods. Disclaimer: Can Pet Eat does not intend to provide veterinary advice. We go to great lengths to help users better understand their dogs. However, the information provided is not a substitute for veterinary guidance. Please be advised we are not veterinarians. Always consult your veterinarian.